Spyro, Rhinox have been harassing us all day. The workers haven't been able to harvest the bamboo needed for the whirlygig to take you to Evening Lake. We've tried asking them to leave, but there's no reasoning with them.
Alright. So hello everybody, welcome back to Spyro, Year of the Dragon. See, now that right there is another thing, right? Like, she's like, hey, these things are fucking us up so that we can't get the bamboo for the thing you need to move on, you know? Right? Oh, before I do that. And I think that it would have been a little better if they had done that more. Follow the question mark bottles to the end. Alright. That's easy enough. Like, if they had given more of a reason, right? Like, what's the molten crater, right? Oh god, hello. Did not see you there. Because, like, obviously all of this is to, can I charge them? Nice. Like, all of this is obviously so that you can, there we go, get the pieces for the whirlygig and move on, right? But there's not that many. Like, obviously this one, and I don't know if there's any more that actually mention, like, what exactly they're going to be bringing to the item you need, you know? Like, obviously for the balloon, there was nothing they needed to take with them, because, like, it was just, we needed extra bodies to throw at the thing. But then at the same time, after clearing one section, you know, with how many NPCs were in it, you know, there would have been enough. Oh, he is shooting fireworks at it. Oh, wow, you got that one lit really fucking fast. That other guy took like a year to light his. Sorry, little thing. I realized I saved your life and then just like killed you anyway, but that's not my fault. Are you gonna... That was weird. The butterfly just sat in front of Sparks until he ate it. Like, he didn't have to chase that one. Oh, poor little Dwight. And I saw a Rhinox up on a ledge there. But I'm assuming I glide from up there, so. So this one here should be the one with the Yeti section in it. So, I say that because it's literally the last level in here. So it has to be the one with the Yeti section in it. So we'll have to go back and get the tiki heads later. Alright. Oh. Fuck. God damn it. How did you not, like, watching the playback, totally landed right on the ledge, and it just was like, you know what? No, fuck you, and just like shoved me off of it. I definitely stuck the landing there, and it just said, and the game said no. And the game keeps fucking doing that to me. Like, oh, so often does the game just keep telling me no. Jackass. Alright. Let's do this again. You know what? Where's Zoe? Zoe's like two inches back here, right? There we go. Just grab a little zappy zap so that I don't have to kill those guys again or watch that little cutscene again. Come on. And this time, game, you better fucking do it. I'm gonna aim to the left a bit just so that I'm a little bit closer if the game decides to fuck me. But yeah, like, I rewatched the playback, because the playback on my recording software there is like 30 seconds behind. So, like, if something fucks up, I can look over and, you know, I got some time to look over and see it happen again. And I had totally landed right on the, oh, is there one? Yeah. I was gonna say there's a wall down here with a bunch of one-ups. Come on. Nope. I remembered that, because there isn't that many See, like, because, like, you learn how to swim in the first game. Or in the second game, right? In Ripto's Rage. And then, besides, like Aquarius Towers is obviously pretty much all swimming. But besides that, there isn't, you know, I'm just gonna... Okay, good. But besides that, there's not that many sections or areas that you go to that actually involve more swimming. Whereas in this game here, there's actually quite a bit. Like, it's never, like, that right there wasn't very much in the way of swimming. Like, obviously it did involve swimming, but there wasn't a whole lot to it. And that's most of what they are. Fuck you, you're not getting yours. Nope, you can go away too. Like, obviously there's not, like, a huge amount of it outside of, what was it? Shit, that one level that was mostly underwater. I guess in the second one, besides Aquarius Towers, there was the, what was it called? The beach level with the little turtles. I guess that had quite a bit of swimming in it as well. But still, in this one here, there's a lot more levels with smaller amounts of swimming. Like, odds are in the second game, if you had to swim, it was gonna have like quite a bit of swimming. Oh no. See, look it. You need Bentley. He was just a myth. There is no Bentley. Ah, there we go. That's better. Alright.
I'm playing a game of hide and seek with my friends. If I can't find where they've hidden their heads, they won't let me join the Tiki Lodge. Help me put them back together and I'll make you an honorary member.
Alright, buddy. Let's do it. So yeah, you gotta pick up the heads and drop them on the different bodies. But the one skill point... Oh, get them. There we go. But the one skill point, you gotta get all the heads together on, like, just together, like, not on their bodies. And I'm pretty sure you fuck it up if at any point you put them... Or if at any point you put one on its body, I'm pretty sure then you're screwed, skill point wise. Because you can't rip their heads off of them. Is the thing, right? Which makes sense, like that would be fucking brutal. But then again, their heads obviously come off. Oh god, there is more. Do they just... Okay, sure, more infinite spawns. What? Bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Did one, like, spawn on me or something? Like, it had to have, right? Like, I saw the bird go by. Because, like, they're not moving that fast. Yeah, like, he had to have spawned on me. The fuck? Get that, wait for that to go away. And then I'll just drop this here. Because, yeah, they don't disappear unless they fall in lava. So you're good to go in that regard. Fuck you. I completely spaced that those things fucking keep coming back. I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, it's one of those things, right, where it's really weird when they throw, like, something into levels that aren't in, like, most of the game. So, like, obviously for the majority of the game, like 99% of it, the enemies are one death, right? Like, they don't have any extra lives, so to speak. But then every once in a while, they just are like, you know what? Nah, we're just gonna make the enemies spawn infinitely. And it's like, why though? It's like, why make these particular enemies? I can go through that way. Nice. Spawn infinitely. Like, these ones here, like, they just fly around in a circle. Like, as far as I'm aware, they don't come at you at any point. So it's like, why bother? It takes nothing to get around them. Also, the heads don't matter. Or the bodies don't matter. Neither does lining them up so they're facing each other, by the way. That is just purely me doing that. See that? Okay, I do see gems in there. Nice easy head. This. So now let's see, because these guys are right here. Let's see, how fast do they respawn? Pretty fucking quick. Like, obviously not like instant, but still pretty quick. Go, fuck you guys. That's 4. And I think there's, what, 5 maybe? Maybe actually a bit. Well, maybe 5. I don't know. Just got to go through all the areas that have gems and I should be good to go. Wow, this isn't easy. I guess this is one of those ones where it's a lot easier to get to than it is to get it out. Although, not that it's difficult, but once again, it's Spyro. Nothing in Spyro is particularly hard. Hey, skill point acquired. So yeah, that's all the heads, and then they do a little dance. Okay, that's weird. Hey, 400 of 400. There's all my gems. So now all I gotta do is just plant the heads, and I should be good to go. I don't think, yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think I even have to drop them. Just as soon as I get them in position, it just, he automatically does it. Come on, there it is. Yeah, so it's not that it's very hard. Once again, it's the... There is a couple of these, like Sergeant Bird's isn't very hard, Sheila's aren't very hard, but Agent 9 has one. He's the last character you unlock. He's not going to be the next one we unlock. We unlock Bentley the Yeti next. And Bentley has one. Like, he has a couple different levels. He has his regular levels where he runs around and you hit things with a club. And those levels are fairly easy. And then he has another one that's like a special bonus, or that's like a special level where he does something different. And that one's hard.
Honorary membership to the lodge.
Or, well, okay. The, achievement slash skill point, a skill point I think it is the hard part. Just doing the thing.
Happened before, I hope.
But yeah, that's all. Look, we're finally done this level. 100% complete, bitches. Alright, so now that that's done, we'll go over here and we'll pop this thing and start following it back to the game. This one is actually a little weird because it's not like as close to the end. Like, a lot of those are more or less at the end of the worlds, and then you follow them back to the beginning, which is super annoying, by the way. It fucking sucks. If anything, I would have had them go the other way. Like, I would have had it so that they went, so that, like, it was at the beginning of the level, and then as you advanced in the level, it was hidden in different spots. Like, as you went forward. Like, that would have made way more sense than the way they chose to do it. Because, like, the way they chose to do it, especially because, like, the majority of levels, there's nothing connecting the beginning of the level. Like, there is a couple levels where, like, the beginning of the level and the end of the level are connected. So, I mean, like, if that's true, that's fine, right? Like, I mean, you can always just hit start and exit level that way. Also, this one is moving like fucking 3 feet every time I pop it. But, like some of them, but like, you can exit the level, you don't have to go through the end portal. But it's so much more satisfying to end a level through the end portal. It's like getting achievements in that, right? Like, if you go for achievements in that, or trophies. Oh, this guy's still fucking alive. It is so satisfying. Like, it half ruins the game, but at the same time, like, to get all of the achievements except for the story achievements, and then, like, your last achievement you get once you defeat the last boss. Like, that is the ideal way to end a game, right? Is you kill the last guy, bad guy defeated, you know, like, fucking princess saved, world saved, universe saved, depending on which game you're playing. Also, what are you doing here?
The emergency escape bridge. Why didn't I think of it sooner? I shall activate it right away.
But like, it's so satisfying when you end a game with the final achievement.
This as a token of our appreciation.
Like, there's so many games that I've played, right, where it's been like, I've finished the game, but because of the way the game is laid out, or because of the way the achievements are, you finish the game, and then you have to play it some more, and you know, obviously playing a game after you beat it is fine, depending on what the game is, but it's so much more satisfying. Like, just recently, I finished Breath of the Wild, right? And I went through, and I did the insane, and I went and I got all 900 Korok seeds, I did all 120 shrines, I upgraded, or I beat every world boss, and every boss, obviously. But the final thing that I did in that game is defeat Ganon. Like, that was the last thing I did. After I beat him, I had to go and get the picture for the boat, like a couple of pictures that I had missed for the compendium, because I did all that too. Because there's a couple, like, I forgot to take a picture of the one boss, the one Ganon boss, I don't remember what it was, and you obviously can't take a picture of either the bow light or
My
the
friends
final
are trying to go
boss,
home
so.
after a long shift in the fields. Those rotten Rhinox keep knocking them down. Can you save the panda workers? Please hop aboard. Make sure to toast the Rhinox, but not my friends.
So this one, I don't know how this one's gonna work. Because obviously infinite power up. Yeah, and it's like a targeting thing. Okay, so that's... Oh, right. But yeah, so like... And like, that was it. That was all I did. There's just like a minor bit of like, go talk to these couple people beforehand, or like after you're done the game and you're good to go. Because like, I thought, like, I was reasonably certain that I had defeated all the world bosses beforehand. But if you've played it, you get Medal of Honors from Kilton, which is the creepy guy who does all the monster part stuff. And, the only way that he starts handing those out, though, is after you finish the game. Then he'll start giving them to you. Oh god, am I still going? Oh, there we go. And, so, you know, I had to go talk to him to get the medals from him, but I had already beaten all the world bosses, so it was easy enough. Got him. So, you know, that was easy enough. And then, like I said, I just had to go grab the couple pictures that you have to, more or less have to buy. Oh, what? I didn't even aim low.
Sure you would please
Oh,
hop.
fucking Christ. It's so long. But yeah, like, that amount of running around at the end is fine. Oh, nice. It actually checkpoints. It's... Or maybe not. No, it didn't. I so did not hit that panda, by the way. Like, I had definitely flamed low enough that that panda was not getting hit. But then there's other games where, like games where you have to beat it multiple times. If it's a short game, that's fine. But if it's like a really long game, like for example, there is... Well, like Last of Us is right on the edge of it, right? Like, you do have to beat that game multiple times. Purely because, I guess now, because they added a New Game Plus mode at some point. So now if you want all the trophies, you obviously have to play through it at least twice. But that one's like right on the edge. Like, if you get all of your collectibles the first time through, and with New Game Plus it's different. Like, if it's a New Game Plus for your other playthroughs, that changes it and it's fun. Because like New Game Plus, you're still continuing off, but like just like straight up restarting is rough. There we go.
Please take the shiny egg.
But there's some games, like if you ever played a game called Star Ocean: The Last Hope. It is a game that on the 360 took up 4 discs. And you have to beat it, I want to say 5 times to get all the achievements for it. And that's still if you're very lucky. Because the one achievement is to collect all the monster data. The way you get monster data is by defeating the monster. Every time you defeat that monster, you get a percentage of the data for that monster. Every boss has its own amount of data. And you do have to beat every boss multiple times. Not to mention, there's an achievement for every difficulty, but the harder difficulties only unlock when you beat the difficulty before it. And it's already like a fucking 80-hour game. Like, that is too much. That needs achievements that are doable in a single playthrough and preferably are as unmissable as possible. I mean, just like... I mean, because, like, you go to from planet to planet in that game. And as far as I know, you never go backwards. Like, you never go back to a planet. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just too much. Like,
Let's head on over to the whirlygig.
But yeah, so like, and then there's games like Horizon where the only achievement or trophy for a second playthrough is just to beat it on another difficulty. Which is the way it should be. But once again, Horizon is one of those ones where if there wasn't a New Game Plus, I probably wouldn't go for that difficulty achievement. Like, if you're going to have difficulty achievements, have New Game Pluses. Because that's going to be the way to get people to actually do it, you know? Oh, so Spike's Arena, I think... I don't even remember who Spike is. Just defeat Spike, alright. Because, yeah, like, there's a lot of... things like, if you're going to have difficulty-based achievements, either have it where the hardest difficulty is already unlocked and it counts for the ones up below it. Because, like, I know there's, what is it, Shadows of the Damned has difficulty-based achievements. All the difficulties are unlocked at the beginning, but they don't stack, so you still have to play it on each difficulty.
Idiotic, worthless fool! I asked you to carry out one simple task, and you fail me. I should have known better than to rely on a child. But don't worry about it. I'll deal with them now.
These eggs can't be worth all this trouble.
Without the dragons, the magic in this world will wither away. Without magic, I'll die. And so will your ever-slim chance of becoming a sorceress. Now, watch how a real sorceress dispatches her enemies.
Release me from this cage, you merciless miscreants!
How would you like some dragon for lunch?
Why, if I had my club, you'd all be in for...
It's a big dude. I don't actually remember how you fight this guy.
My tactical instincts told me the sorceress would attack you here, so I flew in to help out. It seems my rocket launchers don't affect this creature, but I can assist you by dropping ammunition. Now get in there and fight the good fight.
Alright. So yeah, if you remember Gulp's Arena and that, I think is what you need to do for this guy. It's very similar. There we go. Now I don't remember, I'm assuming that he's going to get harder. But I don't remember, oh yeah, now it starts doing that. Oh god. Okay, and that's a spike ball. Oh. Hey, bitch. Wow, that's a different kind of super flame. Boosh. See, I don't think it's possible to hit him more than once. He also doesn't lead you. Like in... like, Gulp and... okay. Oh, that one is just to shoot him with it. Okay, it's not... oh, come here. Boosh. Ow. Frick. Got him, though. Wow, that guy was actually a lot easier. I'm actually annoyed now that I got hit as many times as I did. Because he was super fucking easy. Oh, look, he's got a little baseball cap. He was honestly easier than Buzz. Like, seriously, I should not have gotten hit nearly as much as I did. That was ridiculous. Oh, God. Alright, so that's that boss. That was so fast. Like, so fast. And Bamboo, whatever, was also way faster than the other levels I did. Like, oh, God. I really... See, now, if it's been too long since I played Spyro. So, you know, like, how long the levels are, I've only got, like, a minor knowledge of, you know? Because it's like, I remember parts of levels, but not necessarily the whole thing. So it's real rough sometimes when, like, well, like the last, not the last video, the last video was just the speedway, and it was an extra video, kind of, because in the video before that, the 2 levels took an hour to fucking do by themselves, right? Whereas, like, the level that does, oh, Bianca's back. Does she have her hood down now?
Listen to me, Dragon.
Nope.
Spyro, this is serious now. The Sorceress is planning a trap for you, and if she catches you, believe me, you don't want to know what she's going to do. Look, I promise to take good care of the rest of the eggs. I mean it. Just take Hunter and go back home before... I can't say it. Just go.
See, now I don't know when it happens. I don't know if it happens during... during Evening Lake, because, like, obviously after you do like a level or 2, you come back out and she does a thing. But I thought that her hood comes off at one point. She does put down her hood and loses her sleeves as well, I do believe, but I don't remember if that's because she starts appearing in the other games as well. I don't know how many of them she appears in, but she does appear in other games. But yeah, like, she takes off her hood and she opens up her, like, she doesn't wearing like the full robe. She just wears like a cloak with a hood after. And then just like clothes underneath. It's not like she's running around naked in a cloak, although Hunter runs around naked, so. But I could have swore that she did it after you beat the second boss, her hood. Because, like, she starts changing her mind. It's like, well, the Sorceress is an evil bitch. And it's like, well, yeah. No kidding. Okay, so let's get Sparks up. I don't know. Oh, nice. See, that's the nice thing about it, is every once in a while you get a, when Sparks is gone, if you pop one of these guys and they have the 1-up butterfly in them, because just like, I don't know if it's a set number where it's like every X amount of fodder that you kill gives you the 1-up butterfly, or if it's just random chance. I want to say it's a set number, but I've never taken the time to count.
Hi, Spyro. Hi, Sparks. I've located another lost egg. If Sparks is up to it, he can try to rescue it from Spider Town.
Alright. Hopefully it won't freeze on me like it did last time we did a Sparks level, but whatever. But yeah, it's very nice when, like, you've lost Sparks for whatever reason. Like, the next one you pop is, like, the 1-up one, because then it's just immediate gold Sparks. Ugh. God, a little tired. Don't know why. I slept so fucking much yesterday. Finally done my night shifts. As of like yesterday when I recorded, as of last, well, okay, I need to, oh, there it is. The bumpers. I needed to remember what my strafe was, because that's the most important thing. Hey, come here, butterfly. There we go. That's like, oh. And then it's A, I think, to use my special. I think I went through, like, the entire last thing and didn't use my special until, like, the final boss, right? Oh, I guess you do fight more, because I think when we did the last one, I said that, like, all you fight is, like, the little crawdads. But I guess, no, I don't remember the spiders. Maybe they changed it, but I don't know. I could have swore that all you fought was crawdads. But obviously not. Go. You. Honestly, some of the hardest parts of this, of doing the Sparks levels, are not getting the butterfly. Like, that's 3 butterflies in a very small room. And I obviously don't need them right now. Oh, God. I'm trying to get him to... God damn it. Sparks. There it is. Wow, it's shooting out fucking 3 of them at once. God, that thing spawns them awfully quickly. Oh, get away. Okay. Yeah, some of these things fucking spawn real fucking fast. Also, we didn't get a power-up, did we? Oh yeah, no, yes we did. We got the one where it was, I don't think I can break through that. I think that's just like a permanent spawner until I can find like the button or something to take it out. Which is a shame. I think I mentioned it in other games, not necessarily this one, but like I don't much care for infinite enemy spawn. There's a few things I don't think games should do if they want to like be like a good game, right? Like there are certain things that game companies and that will do to make their game hard, but it's not like, but it doesn't make the game hard, it makes the game unfair, right? Like infinite enemy spawns are one of those things. The other thing is relying too much on horde mode, or on hordes, where it's like, our enemies are like super easy, but we're gonna throw so many of them at you. Can I open up this one? Okay. God, like that's why I don't like Left 4 Dead. Like I'm one of the few people on the planet apparently, like I'm probably not the only one though. But, like I despise Left 4 Dead because all it is horde mode. And while I feel like horde mode has its place, like Gears of War horde mode, like you know what you're getting into when you do it. But even then, it has like, it's not just constant, right? Like you have the horde, but it's not just constantly doing it. And in the Gears of War, it's separate from the main campaign. There's not any part of the campaign where you're fighting an infinite amount of enemies, because it wouldn't make any sense, right? And I feel like if you're going for zombies, or infected, like Left 4 Dead calls them, it's even worse because it's like, it's another reason why I can never get behind Dead Rising. Because like there's too many, right? Is that unlocked there? Nope, must unlock the other one. Because like there's too many people, like it's supposed to be an infection that spread from like, that's like spreading through the population and that, right? But there's so many guys that you kill in there that it's like we have officially killed like the entire populace of planet Earth, and there's still guys coming. See, and then you get bullshit like this, where you get the spawners at the different sides of it, and then you can't fucking do anything about them. Come here, butterfly. Because of like where these ones are spawning, they're real fucking shit, man. But yeah, like I'm one of the few, which kind of sucks because like I know that the people who enjoy Left 4 Dead really enjoy Left 4 Dead, and I just can't. Oh, it actually does stop spawning them eventually. Fuck, it did take another hit. But yeah, just like I can't get behind being like, oh, this game's hard. Why? Because we just throw an insane amount of enemies at you. And it's like, you know what? That's not... I mean, that's not really making it hard. It's just making it unfair. Like, they have, like, the special infected and everything, and yet they still need to throw a bajillion enemies at you all at once. And it's like, why? Either your game is hard or it isn't. Like, don't just throw fodder at you constantly, like. But then again, I'm a person who likes to take their time playing a game and go through a game very methodically, and you can't do that in Left 4 Dead. Once again, purely because if you stand still for any length of time during that, game. The game just forces you to advance by throwing another horde at you, and it's like, you know what? Fuck you. But like this here is ridiculous. I don't remember it being this hard. Like these Sparks levels, I do not remember any of them being this difficult because it was all balanced, and I feel like they unbalanced it somehow. Just like, oh god. Like not even because like the enemies are harder, they're just spawning too many of them at once. Like there's just so many enemies being spawned that you can't get through them to kill the spawner. But yeah, like that's why like I have a lot of friends who like Left 4 Dead, like they fucking love it. And I just could never get behind it. And they're like, man, I would like a Left 4 Dead 3. And I'm like, man, I really hope nobody ever makes a Left 4 Dead 3. Because like even watching gameplay of it, right? Like, fuck me, I'm missing a key somewhere. Like even watching gameplay of it, I still don't get it. Like watching people enjoy playing the game still baffles me because I don't understand how they can enjoy the game. Because it's just like constant bullshit coming at you. Okay, seriously though, where the fuck is the key? Oh, don't. Oh, fuck off. Apparently I did have it. I don't... Oh, goody. And a boss that fucking spawns enemies. I definitely have, like, the wrong thing today. Remember I said I didn't like infinite enemies? Oh, fucking Christ. I hate that it's the bumper and not the trigger. Like, your strafe isn't hold the trigger and shoot, it's hold the, Good Christ. It's hold the bumper and shoot. And I realize that it's like 2 inches away, but it really makes a difference. Because, like, the trigger is, like, right there, and it would be so much easier. Fucking hell, these enemies suck. The fact that they're not, like, the fact that he's not vulnerable until all the enemies are defeated. And then, like, as soon as he comes out of it, he immediately spits out more enemies. I wish that this was a twin stick. Like, they should have... Like, they should have made it a twin stick shooter. It would have made it so much better. Because, like, when you got guys behind you, you can't turn to shoot them, which fucking sucks. And then there's all my gems, so wait for the 100%. There it is, boom. So yeah, that was actually a short video, holy shit. And I don't know why I went off so much on, like, horde modes and that. But yeah, I don't remember it being that difficult. I feel like they're definitely spawning them a lot faster than they did in the original. Like, that's for sure. But yeah, that'll be it for this part. Next time we'll start on Evening Lake. Ooh, maybe we'll get to do the ninjas. But anyway, oh, I guess we'll start with Bentley. But then maybe the ninjas, who knows. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching. And I'll see you next time.